Hey, what's up guys? We are back again to show the best deck to dominate the Bombs Away challenge in Clash Royale. This challenge just popped up. It is right now 2:39 a.m. in the morning for us. So if you enjoy this type of content, definitely drop a like. It allows me to do this, stay up into the morning, and make sure the content comes out as quick as possible for y'all. So the strategy is really simple. You spam Inferno Dragons or Inferno Towers in the middle. Preference to Inferno Tower because it survives a little bit longer and it also out damages the Inferno Dragon. And what that does is it kills the mortar. When you kill the mortar fires for you and it shoots your opponent's tower directly. There's no stopping it. No matter what, the mortar locks onto the tower and the mortar guarantees you damage. So that is the best win condition, getting the mortar in the middle. You can reset your opponent's Infernos with their zap, and then you can also use Evolved Skeletons or Firecracker if you want. Evolved Skeletons are a little bit better. They're just easier to cycle and it allows you to spam more stuff. Obviously, Goblin Drill can be a secondary win condition, which is pretty nice. I really enjoy the fact that we can do that and have fun. I think that, like, you know, I've been testing this a lot. I tested a ton of different decks. I tried to find what the best thing was, and we won a lot more with this. So if we were playing against top ladder players or ultimate champion players, I recommend everyone to play it. You can spam Firecrackers or Skeletons with or without evolution. They don't really matter. The Inferno Dragon and the Inferno Tower, if those were evolved, it would make a very, very big difference. Those are the cards that matter. Also, you want to be running Dagger Duchess if you have it. You can collect Dagger Duchess in your decks and then put it here. Everyone should have it unlocked since it was given for free. And then if you're running Dagger Duchess, it will also appear in the challenge, I believe. That will give you a huge advantage. It means that you can ignore a lot more. And you guys are going to notice as fast as we possibly can. If we have an Inferno card, we just drop it. You drop the Inferno card as quickly as you can, because then it's going to go and melt that. I mean, if you Mighty Miners, we can just log and reset it, so we out-damage him for sure. There's no way that the Mighty Miner is going to out-sizzle us. So now, if you guys are noticing, the mortar retargets onto the tower, and now we know that we're going to go for the right-hand tower for the rest of the game, because that is where the mortar ended up targeting first. So for our secondary win condition, which is, you know, spamming Goblin Drills, that's going to be our best move. We're going to be dropping our drill in the tower that we've already damaged. Also, the reason why we have Log in this deck is because Drill should be the most popular card. And if Drill is the most popular card, then Goblin Drill is going to make a very, very, like, I don't know. Like, it's going to make a huge presence in the game, so you want to make sure that you have answers to it. Log with the Dagger Duchess enables you to ignore and then spam more. If you're able to ignore and then just Log on top of the Drill, it kills it. So that's why we have Log in the deck. As you can see, like, the Mortar is the main source of damage. If you need to catch up, you can catch up using Goblin Drills. And we're going to try to get damage with the Firecracker. If you activate the King Tower, that's fine. Notice how the Drill is going to spawn in the tower and just do a lot of damage. Usually, we don't want to go in for Inferno Dragons. Inferno Tower is typically better. A little bit unfortunate. It is. Actually, no, we can reset it. We can reset it. Oh, let's go. That's huge. That should lock onto his tower. Now he has to Earthquake. That feels phenomenal for me, not going to lie. Really, really happy with how this has started. We're going to Firecracker in the middle to guarantee we finish that off. And notice how, like, we're getting a sizable advantage just by securing the mortar in the middle, because it gives you guaranteed damage every time. The Firecracker will also splash onto his tower through his Inferno Tower. So we're going to go Inferno Dragon here. And then, I mean, I think it's better for us to go for Skeletons because he probably zaps on the Inferno Tower Dragon. Oh, he Elixir Collectors. I don't even know why you would zap that. If you weren't going to even try to take it, like, no. The Skeletons would have died to the tower anyway, so that was good. And then the mortar's going to lock. Inferno Dragon does get countered by Electro Wizard, but Electro Wizard and Electro Dragon are just weak cards, because they're not going to ever reset our Inferno Tower from the other side of the map. If it doesn't reset the Inferno Tower, if it can't reach and hit our Inferno Tower, why would you ever play it? In my opinion, it's just a very bad decision. You could run Electro Spirit instead of Ice Spirit. I wonder if Electro Spirit can chain on to the mortar and then hit the Mighty Miner and reset it. If that's the case, then Electro Spirit is definitely better than Ice Spirit. But I haven't tested that. I should have tested that. I just want to give you guys a little bit of a warning that I think Electro Spirit could be better if that is a given play that you're able to do. But as you can see, this is just so easy. If you guys use my deck, you're going to beat everyone, because most people don't really know what the most optimal strategies are. I usually test these every single time. So if you do subscribe to the channel and you guys are ever stuck on how to win these challenges, come to my channel, just watch the video as soon as the challenge is live, and I show how to beat it at the very, very start. That's what I promise you guys. I will always have videos on how to beat these challenges, especially when it requires deck building, because I know it's really annoying when you're not having Pastoral, jumping in and not knowing what to do. You're just going to lose a lot of games if you haven't figured out the optimal strategy. And I got you guys every time. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Nice to see a lot of familiar faces at 2:44 a.m. We're vibing. Are you playing on a second account? No, this is my main account right now. Unfortunately, I think we're going to get bamboozled. I think we have to go for a zap to reset, and I don't know if we're going to get it. If he resets this Inferno Dragon, I'm going to be a sad sir, and he does. But yeah, the mortar's just going to lock directly on my tower. There's nothing I can do about it. I like running an Inferno Dragon because the Inferno Dragon will actually go towards my opponent's tower and give us a meaningful presence. However, the bad thing about it is the Inferno Tower kills my Inferno Dragon, so it's kind of nullified, and he does get damage there. The great thing about what we have here is we have an intrinsic advantage since we are running Dagger Duchess. So if you have Dagger Duchess, you do want to be using it. Also, we can Inferno Tower to guarantee that we snag this. There's no way that he's going to get that away from us. Unless he has Zap and Freeze, which would be kind of crazy. But as you guys are about to notice, the Inferno Tower will clean up whatever defending cards that they have at the same time. So it's just a really reliable thing. Also, having cheap cycle cards like Skeletons enables you to get back to Inferno Towers. We'll showcase the interaction that I was talking about before. Actually, I don't get to because, unfortunately, he did a lot of damage to our tower already, and I wasn't able to get the log down as fast as we would want. I bet you he does go for a freeze. I'll have to wait and see if he cheeses me with a freeze. I bet you he does. I don't know if I'm going to get the zap down. I don't think I do. Maybe we do. Oh, we do. Nice. That's huge. That's cash money. The mortar's locking onto the tower, and he's going to be so fired up right now. He's getting flamed by this Inferno Dragon. The fact that it's just cheesing him and sitting in front of the mortar is funny. Because now the mortar gets another shot. So as you can see, like the main way that you win is not with other cards. It is always with the mortar. And you want to go Inferno Tower right as the mortar is about to pop. Or Inferno Dragon every time. That's why you have Inferno Tower and Inferno Dragon. I was actually playing this challenge with just one of them, and it wasn't working well. You need both. If you're playing this against good players, the optimal strategy is spamming both. And then the Inferno Dragon or Inferno Tower will kill whatever other cards are counter pushing. It's just like a useless mini P.E.K.K.A. Not only does it lose him the interaction at the river, it also does absolutely nothing into me. And this is the interaction that we were hoping for. Watch. We're just going to log it, and it dies. Everything's just gone. The goblins are dead. Firecracker's dead. We're in a really good spot. We only spent 2 elixir. He spent 4, so we can't keep up with our card cycle. That means we're able to go in for a bit more of a rambunctious spam and spam more stuff at the river because obviously if we're up elixir, he can't hang. He's just dead. He's super, super screwed. This was not close, even in the slightest. We're going to get those goblins on the tower. We're going to Ice Spirit as well. And then obviously we can go for Skeletons on the other side just to flex on him. I don't think this is even like a good play at all. I just want to do it for fun. It doesn't matter. Like whatever we do at this point doesn't matter. And that's a good feeling to have, like just knowing that you are going to win the game. We get probably go in for Skeletons here. Go for a zap on the bats, Ice Spirit afterward, and then log on the tower if we want to finish it off that way. I think we want to finish it off with the mortar because it's just a little bit more fun that way, you know. Finishing the game as intended, and then we dominate the other side as well. We're not going to be taking any longer than we need. Like, we're going to try to win these games as quickly as possible. So, obviously, we're just going to jump on to the next game. We're going to drop a good game, and you already know. We're crushing it. This deck is super, super, super strong. You could also run Dark Goblin instead of Firecracker if you wanted, because Dark Goblin does outrange Inferno Towers. So it cleans up Inferno Towers, enabling you to maybe play a little bit more aggressive, but I just don't see the reason to do that. Again, we want to get to the Inferno Tower as fast as we can, and that's exactly what his plan was too. We're going to zap his Inferno Tower and also hit his tower. If he doesn't zap this, he loses to the mortar, because the mortar ends up getting a lot of damage here. So we're already up in a very advantageous position. Firecracker splashes onto his tower. He's going to activate King Tower, so I'm not going to spend any extra elixir here. And we're in a really good spot. I can't even fib. Like, this is amazing. If he goes in for any unit in the middle, the Inferno Dragon will outshine it, right? Tombstone's not good enough. So, Inferno Dragon should lock. Beautiful. He might zap. He might do something. I mean, those bats still don't outdamage the Inferno Dragon. Notice how much he dropped there. He dropped bats. He dropped Tombstone. He dropped a freaking Goldenite. And I spent 4 elixir and I won that interaction. Pretty funny, right? It was just the Inferno Dragon. Hard carrying. And if you didn't know, you can go for Skeletons in the back, and the Goldenite only hits one of the Skeletons. That's another cool information bit that a lot of people don't necessarily know. And the Inferno Dragon counter pushes, unlike having the Inferno Tower, right? So that's just another cool thing that you guys probably already know at this point. But, you know, I just wanted to highlight that again, like how big of a deal it is. All right, so we definitely want to snag this, even though he's got Firecracker and a bat, and he's targeted onto it first. It doesn't matter. The Inferno Dragon just captivates this mortar all day. It's all locked up, and then we lock onto the tower, and then we secure even more damage. And then the Inferno Towers, which is 5 elixir wasted to kill the mortar. The mortar was free for us. So, I mean, again, we're just netting positive elixir trades all day. We're catching more than the fishermen out here. We're gonna Ice Spirit as well, go in for another drill in front, and then we can Firecracker if we want, but I want to Inferno Tower a little bit more aggressively. I do think if I get a Zap down, that would be awesome. I do really want to reset that. Oh man, that sucked. That was the worst possible interaction. He actually somehow got the mortar with a 0 HP Inferno Tower, but I mean, Inferno Tower is a strong card. That is something that we did expect. Inferno Tower is one of the best cards to be playing in this. Very nice log value. We're going to snag the Firecracker too. Dang. I mean, this guy genuinely can't catch a break. He can just keep catching damage. So again, we're going to be hovering the Inferno Dragon for this, and then we want to go in for a Zap if we can reset it. We should be able to. I think we win this interaction because the Inferno Tower is slightly too long. Imagine thinking you were going to have the mortar just to have the mortar stolen from you, and then you lose the game off of the mortar. That is what we call troll. Again, guys, I do want to just say straight up, I don't want to lie, you do not need any evolutions to play this. The reason why we're showing the evolutions is just because we want to win this challenge as fast as possible, try to speedrun this. You don't need evolutions to play this. The main cards that matter are the Inferno Dragon and Inferno Tower. If you don't have Inferno Dragon, it makes a really, really big difference. I'm sorry, it is a legendary card, but I don't want to lie to you guys and say like, oh, this deck doesn't matter if you don't have Inferno Dragon. It really does. Maybe I would run like Mini P.E.K.K.A instead for higher damage. Like Mini P.E.K.K.A could work and maybe replace the log with like Rage possibly, so your Mini P.E.K.K.A can do damage faster. But I don't know. I think it's just bad. You really, 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 truly want to be running this with Inferno Dragon. Inferno Dragon is like a need to have card if you are playing this challenge at a higher level. So that is the only thing that I think that is like very integral, since you want to make sure that you're dropping Inferno Dragons and Inferno Towers. It increases the likelihood of you having a good starting hand. Like right now we have a really garbage starting hand. We did not have the hand that we wanted. We weren't having the Inferno Dragon or Inferno Tower, so that was just kind of sucky. It happens though. We're trying to go for a drill to get damage, but we're looking at our position and not loving it. We're definitely not loving our position. Terrible freeze. That's pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. That was awful. I think he's now in a pretty bad spot because he just wasted 4 elixir for no reason. He got like nothing from that. Literally nothing. So that's kind of fun. We could Zap here. I think that's a bit of a waste as well because we do want to secure the ability to guarantee that we take the mortar. And if we Zap and we don't hit an Inferno Tower, it's kind of foolish. But yeah, he's going to Inferno Tower as expected. We will Zap now, and then we can go for a Firecracker. The beautiful thing about this mortar is it is guaranteed to give us another shot, I think. Oh, it doesn't. Dang, that's really rough. I thought I was going to be in a bit more of an advantageous position there. Kind of sucks, but hey, it happens. We're going to be going in for probably a mortar again real soon. I mean, this Inferno Tower stays alive for a while, right? So it should be able to clip that mortar and then give us a little bit more love. It doesn't take it all by itself, but it starts off pretty nicely. And then if he doesn't Zap here, he's going to lose the mortar. So go for skeletons here, body block a little bit, maybe even go for a Zap. No, I'm not zapping. I'm not zapping. I would get more damage with the mortar, but it's not worth it because I want to guarantee that I get the next mortar too. And I'm pretty sure if we log, that's going to be decent enough. We just want to reset the little prince so then it does take more damage. Also, I bet you he just loses this. There's like no way he's taking this from me again. We're too quick with it. Zap. Oh, wait. That's not good. He's going to get it. He's going to freeze. Yeah. I knew he's going to overcommit to it. He dropped so much elixir. He's going to get like 2 mortar shots, which isn't that bad. But he also dropped 4 elixir for that. Oh, yeah. No, there's the second one that we thought. All right, we can Evo Firecracker here. I want it to lock onto the Mini P.E.K.K.A, so we have to get the Mini P.E.K.K.A to walk up a little bit. Nice. So now, this is a little bit cheesy. Like, not everyone has Evo Firecracker. It does give you a bit of an advantage if your opponent's decent at the game. But you don't need it. Trust me, you do not need it. All right, we're going to go for a Zap here when the Inferno Tower starts to ramp up. We should out-damage it unless he Zaps. And he does Zap, so I think he gets it. I think he gets it barely. It's okay. It happens as expected. You know, you don't get it every single time. The cool thing is you know that your Firecrackers are going to survive because their mortars never hit it. So it is a little bit of a benefit. Being able to stack up all these Inferno Dragons too is kind of fun. And then we can go for Skeletons here. Going for the Inferno Tower on top of his Inferno Tower. Does our Inferno Tower outrange it? Dude, our Inferno Tower literally outranges his. His is dead. That's so funny. Oh, wait, never mind. It's a prank. It's just a prank, bro. Just a prank, bro. Just a prank. All right, wait, bro. This is our mortar. Yeah, definitely very calculated. 100% skill. No luck ever here. I don't know what you guys speak of. This is pure skill gameplay. Genuinely, though, I think that this challenge is really fun once you understand the clear-cut strategy. You guys are playing my deck, the challenge becomes way more fun than it is otherwise. Otherwise, you might just be struggling. Like, you're just, like, wondering, what the heck are you supposed to be doing? Also, he doesn't realize that it doesn't matter if he takes the mortar. He's screwed anyway. You just drill on top of his tower at 500 HP. Like, I'm not stupid enough to just be like, herp derp, musket mortar. At some point, you take the tower, you know? Love your videos. It's really entertaining. I'm glad to hear that, man. We're vibing out here. What about Mirror Zap for Ice Spirit? Nah, you don't do Mirror. It's a card that really ruins the cycle. You could run Electro Spirit. Electro Spirit does work. Ice Spirit is trash. Do not, or not Ice Spirit. Mirror is trash. I would not recommend running Mirror in this challenge. Mirror is only reserved for when they overbuff it, or when there is a specific card that is really, 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 really strong. If there's one card that is ridiculously overpowered, then Mirror works really well. But, you know, it takes a meta for that to happen. Like the Mirror Electro Giant meta, where everyone wanted to spam Electro Giant because they buffed it way too high. It was just one of the best cards, if not the best card in the game. So everyone just wanted to spam Electro Giants to get more wins. That's not a real reliable way of playing the game. It will never be good. Also, the Sparky doesn't even come close to killing that. I don't know what he's doing. This guy, he's interesting. Oh, that sucked. It actually hit the mortar. I don't think he timed that. I think he got lucky, but I don't know, man. It worked, I guess, a little bit. So his Electro Wizard's out of cycle. He's just going to lose the Sparky to an Inferno Dragon, so that's kind of funny. I don't even think I have to spend anything. I think the Sparky just dies. Why would I overspend when I know the interaction, right? That's another thing that a lot of people like aren't familiar with, and that's okay if you're not familiar with it. Don't stress about it. You don't have to know every interaction in Clash Royale. You would have been fine if you spent a little bit extra elixir. We just did that for a flex because we knew that we didn't have to. We could have spent skeletons to be safer, but we knew that we didn't have to. So, you know, another cool thing about this deck, it has added safety levels, so you can be a bit of a noob and still be okay. Like, you can drop skeletons or Ice Spirit and salvage the situation when a mini pack is coming at you, and you're not going to take any damage. Dagger Duchess, again, is another really nice thing to have. I think that Dagger Duchess is... I mean, Inferno Dragon is the most important. Then Dagger Duchess is, like, the next most important. And then Evolutions are, like, a distant third. Like, they don't matter at all in this deck, really. Like, they do make sometimes a bit of an impact with the Evo Firecracker doing more damage to the tower, but that's about it, really. Which is cool. I like that some of these challenges do not, like, really require Evolutions. Evo Skeletons are great. Like, right now, they're going to bail me out for less elixir spent, but, I don't know. It's just... For the most part, you can get away with that stuff. His Evo Knight was the main thing that was like hurting us there. If he didn't have Evo Knight, and Skeletons wouldn't have really like even been necessary. All right, so we're gonna go for our Skellies here, and then we can log. Also Inferno Tower, just to guarantee that we get a clean defense. Mortar starts targeting the other side. The other thing that I would recommend is like wait to see where the mortar is gonna lock for you, because the mortar will stay locked on that tower until that tower is dead. So try not to go for a Goblin Drill on the other side. I think a lot of new players or noobs, when they're playing this challenge, just go in for a drill and then be like, oh wait, my mortar is going to be targeting the other side the entire time. I just wasted so much damage, and you can't take two towers at the same time unless you're an ultimate flexer for absolutely no reason. But anyway, I do hope that these tips and tidbits of information are helping you guys out. Is Pass Royale worth it anymore? Pass Royale is worth it if you're going to spend money, but I would never recommend spending money on Clash Royale if you don't have the money to spend. I don't know your situation. I don't know your disposable income. I don't know how much that will affect you. I mean, $12 is $12. If you have the money, then go for it. And if you enjoy it, go for it. But I'm not going to say spend money when, you know, I don't know. Like, maybe that's money that will help you out for paying for the next meal. Maybe you have a family and you can't really afford it. Maybe there's things going on in your life where you're just like, hey, I don't really want to spend the money on a mobile game. Then don't do it. You know, never feel pressured. That's part of the reason why I do these challenges every single night. I stay up. It's not necessarily like better for my channel or anything. It actually is better for me to upload YouTube videos the entire time. But I really like putting out these videos because I see so many people saying, wow, this made my day, or this made me like get the challenge win when I really wanted to without spending money. And I see that and it makes me happy. So I don't know. I kind of, I get a lot of satisfaction from that, and I will continue to do these challenges because of how nice you guys have been to me. So thanks, guys. I just want to say thank you for that. Anyway, we're gonna go for a Firecracker, and then we'll go for a possible play of like maybe just a drill in front of the tower. I'll watch the whole stream. I missed the first half. That's all good, man. These streams are always like recorded as well. There'll be more people that watch it later on than people live. Live is like very awkward. I mean, this is at 3 a.m., my dude. I just wanted to get it out as early as possible so when I'm in bed, everyone else that's like, you know, waking up earlier than me, they can watch it. So I think we're in a pretty good spot. Again, you know, just making sure that we go for the Inferno Tower every single time when the thing's about to wiggle in the middle. When it starts wiggling in the middle, that's when you drop your Inferno Tower. Start wiggling in a couple seconds. Yep, it's wiggling and jiggling. And there we go. And the Inferno Tower out damages the Inferno Dragon. So watch. We definitely win that interaction. Yep, super easy. And then he just takes 2 mortar shots, I think. And that's a really, really big difference. Like, that's a considerable difference. He's really losing this game by a wide margin. And then, you know, the Dagger Duchess just deletes this Inferno Dragon, so I don't even have to respond. Kind of crazy. 4 elixir just down the drain like that. And then, sure, the Dagger Duchess has this recharge period, but it doesn't matter. Also, he's targeting... no, he targeted the correct things. Maybe do this and then zap. Did I get the zap? I didn't get the zap down fast enough, dang. And then he arrows us. Alright, whatever. Could have been better on our end. I messed it up. It's fine. I hope that we don't lose any games. I plan on not losing any games, but you never know. One Inferno Dragon here in the back, which is generally not it. But wait, we can go drill, and we can log, and we can kill his Firecracker. We can Inferno Tower preemptively. Wow. Yeah, he's getting cooked. He's actually dead. No way he wins this interaction. We're going to Inferno Dragon and also Inferno Tower. I think the Inferno Tower just out-damages it, right? There's no way, right? Oh, no. Wait. This guy, he's kind of making a comeback. Yo, get out of this game, bro, man. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, brother, man. All right, we're going to start cooking. Got the Inferno Tower here. You guys can see there's a lot of high damage cards here. Like, we were both running very high damage cards. Alright, so we can possibly just zap. Do this. He's going to zap as well. Makes sense. Very smart decision on his end. I think that we lose this one. No, we got it. Wow, how am I wrong every time? I'm like, I think we win this one. I lose it. I think we lose this one. We win it. It just doesn't make sense. But we are making wins out here, so it don't even matter. Firecracker's about to splash him in the face and send him to the Shadow Realm. Super easy stuff, as you guys can see. Like, kind of funny to have his tower at 1 HP. Maybe I disconnect and lose. Hopefully that doesn't happen. That would be the ultimate curse. GG. Good player. Why CR made Firecracker so strong? Even Law can't kill it? Well, I mean, it dies the arrows. It's not a problem. The main problem is Evil Bomber. Evil Bomber requires you to arrows it to kill it. That means that you're taking a negative trade every time. If you're doing an arrows on a 2 elixir card and the 2 elixir card still does 800 damage to the tower, that's the real problem. Evo Firecracker is more of a problem at low ladder when it's leveled up higher and also just played by, you know, noobs that are spamming it all the time that are over leveled. So that's the main problem. This guy decided to drop guards, which, I mean, sure, it does something, right? Like, it's able to kill, but you're also spending more elixir. Now you're down elixir. You took a mortar shot, and I've decided what tower we're going towards because we got the first mortar. Whoever gets the first mortar has a huge advantage. Electro Dragon is an awful card. In my experience, I thought about it. I tried it. It doesn't work. It just doesn't reach my Inferno Dragon unless they use Tornado with it, which I feel like was probably not the play. I mean, he just gets out-damaged. It just, like, the mini package just sucks. Awful. Comparatively to the Inferno Dragon, so very good interaction for us. Our Dagger Duchess deletes Electro Dragons too. Like, Electro Dragon just dies and does no damage. So when you see people using inefficient cards, you just kind of laugh at them and realize you're going to win. And it's not even like they're bad at the game. They just chose a terrible option. So, you know, it is a deserved loss for sure. I do think that we Ice Spirit here and then we kill. We don't actually kill the Mortar immediately, but the Mortar will die to the Inferno Tower, so it's not like it matters. It's not going to retarget him with the guards. He just played really, really interestingly. I think he's running the deck that is #1 in Royal API. Sometimes people like find a deck on Royal API and be like, wow, this is the best deck based off win rate. Again, I'll say it again. My videos, my decks will always be better. Every single time, my videos will be better than a Royal API deck that is shown at the very start. And the reason why is the Royal API decks are shown like at the very start, and it's aggregate. It's formulated from stats, and it's formulated from normal players playing it. I'm a top 1,000 player. I have a higher skill level than average players. And it's not really a mature challenge. You want to go to Royal API after like a day. After a day. When there's a day played, then the meta is formed, and then Royal API is reliable. Royal API at the very start of the challenge is an awful idea because you'll just not necessarily get a real representation of like what's going on. So I just wanted to make that clear. Maybe my deck will not be the absolute best in the entire game after like 2 days, but my deck will definitely be the best one to play earlier on, at least in the first day or so, every single time. At least out of the ones that you guys can see from the challenges, because I spend a lot of time figuring out the better decks. I spend a lot of time. I spend like around an hour or so, sometimes 2 hours figuring out what deck to play and what deck to recommend to you guys. You can look at stats, and I mean, Royale API sometimes gives good suggestions, but it's not always the best. Like, as you can see, this guy does have the Royale API deck. I don't think he's going to beat me, so, yeah. Oh, wait, unless? There's no way, right? That'd be so tilting. That'd be so tilting. There's no way. We just drill here. That actually did a lot more damage than I thought it would. I'm not going to fib. It did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Wait, we got to kill that. That might actually take my tower. Wait, this actually might take my tower. That was such a good zap. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way that the one game I lose is this one. Oh my gosh. Get some Fs in the chat. I really wasn't even paying attention. I'm an idiot. I let him steal the mortar twice. What is wrong with me? Okay, there's no reason for that. I actually have zap. I have a faster cycle. There's no reason. I don't know if I didn't get the mortar at the start. I got the mortar at the start. I'm just stupid. I literally got outplayed. That's kind of embarrassing. Not gonna lie. I got outplayed. And that's actually sad. That's really sad. I legitimately just got outplayed. That does not happen very often in these challenges, but I'm also not going to lie to you guys and be like, wow, it's anything else than skill issue. That was a straight up skill issue. That is the reason why we lost. Feels really, really bad that, you know, we lose because we suck comparatively to our opponent, but, you know, it do be that way sometimes. It do be that way sometimes. Also, this is an Inferno Dragon into Electro Giant deck, which is really funny. Give me some Fs in the chat, guys. Give me some Fs in the chat. Yeah, it wasn't a deck issue. It was really just a skill issue, unfortunately. Noob Jake, dude. I had the game won. He had 500 HP. I don't think I've ever tossed a game that hard in my freaking life. That was embarrassing. So if you guys are wondering why what I could have done, I should have just like not dropped cards near my tower like I did. That was beyond bad. And then also it was pretty easy for us to defend if I, you know, at all focused on defending instead of being stupid. I think I threw drills randomly on the tower and I got nothing out of it. So that was kind of embarrassing. But hey, I guess, you know, you are allowed to be dumb sometimes. It just won't happen again, all right? Man talked so much, didn't even focus on the game a bit. Yeah, that's also true. But I'm not going to blame it on that. Like, you know, it was my decision to talk a lot instead of like looking at the game. Like, it's also 3 a.m. I don't know, man. Sometimes I do stupid stuff. That was the epitome of being a dum-dum. Better deck every time? Yeah. When you lose with the better deck, you can't even say anything besides you suck. Like, you got to admit that you suck. That's it, right? At least for me, I don't sugarcoat it. When I have good matchups and I lose, it's embarrassing, right? It's embarrassing to say, hey, I suck or I play poorly, but it's the real deal. That's just how it is. Sometimes you have matchup advantage and lose. And you look at yourself and you're like, how did I throw that game? Everyone makes mistakes, don't knock yourself. No, it's fine. Like, I'm not knocking myself for it at all. I just want to be real with you guys. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sugarcoat it and like be that guy that's like, wow, can't believe I lost based off matchup. I do let you guys know when I lose based off matchup, though. I do let you guys know. Sometimes in these challenges, there are situations where you will lose based off matchup. I don't think this is one of those challenges that you can lose based off matchup, though. I really don't think there's any hard counter to our deck. I think, like, genuinely, you just get the mortar unless... All right, the way that you can lose based off at the start is, like, if your opponent is really good at the game and you don't have Inferno Dragon and you don't have mortar, and then they get the mortar first because they have their Inferno Dragon or they have their Inferno Tower. If they have their Inferno Tower and Inferno Dragon at the start and you don't, and they, like, just get a little bit of extra damage on you and you play perfect and they play perfect, then they win. But notice how I just Inferno Tower faster, right? Like, if he doesn't have Zap, he just loses this interaction. We're going to Zap anyway just because I don't trust him. I didn't want to lose the Inferno. I didn't want to lose the Inferno War because it gives me a hit. It gives me a hit on the tower. He wastes bats for no reason. Now we've identified the left-hand side. So right now, because I have an advantage, assuming optimal play, I should not lose. But, you know, I'm just not going to throw again. I'm not doing that again. You know, to be honest, out of all the games that I deserve to lose as well, like, I think the one that you, like, say that you're going to win 100% and then you lose, I think that is by far the most funny one to lose to. Like, just, like, deserved 100%. Get Snowball for Log? You could, but Log is better assuming optimal play. Assuming these players are actually really good at the game, they should be using Goblin Drill because it is the best win condition. Best secondary win condition to do damage and allow you to come back. If they're not good at the game and they run bad decks, then sure, Snowball is good because it like can knock away mini P.E.K.K.A.s, kill like, I don't know, pretty much everything else, right? So if they're worse at the game, yes, Snowball is better. But I assume like my opponents are playing good decks, and I already showed you why Log is better than, or sorry, Snowball is better. Sorry, Log is better than Snowball. Log is better than Snowball because it counters Goblin Drill. It allows you to counter the Goblin Drill when you're running Dagger Duchess. Dagger Duchess ends up killing most of the drill, and then you just spam your logs on that, and that works really well. Just want to be clear with y'all. That's the reason why. All right, we should probably not take it here, which really sucks, but it is what it is. Wait, that locks on the wrong tower. See, he went in the other side. He got all his damage on the side where he's not going to be able to get any benefit with his mini P.E.K.K.A. That sucked, right? He didn't realize, like, hey, I get all my damage on this side. He didn't really calibrate his offense and synchronize it on the same side. So he's just screwed now. It's not even, like, really his fault. He just kind of is running an aggressive deck with, like, mini P.E.K.K.A., I guess. Or maybe the mini P.E.K.K.A. became an aggressive card. But all of our stuff is calibrated on the left because we knew where the mortar was going to hit. And we identified that. It was pretty easy afterwards, so... yeah. That mini P.E.K.K.A. did some damage. It did do some damage, but it doesn't matter. The game's over at this point. We just cycle our Inferno Tower here. We get our Inferno Tower down faster, and then it's a disaster for our dude. We go for Skeleton's Ice Spirit, Inferno Dragon off to the side, and we've got 2 Infernos. So we guarantee that we snag this. If he loses the mortar, he loses the game. He can't afford to lose this mortar. And he knows that he's going to, so yeah, he's just going to say GG and dip out of it. Nothing he can do. He can't reset this Inferno Tower. It's just over. But the mortar will take the left-hand tower, and then it will redirect onto the right one, and we win the game. So, yeah, he's pretty frustrated. He knows that he had no way of winning this matchup, so GG. Yeah, pretty cool. Use mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. sucks. It's not good. It's not suck. It doesn't suck, but it's worse than Inferno Dragon, and it's worse than Inferno Tower. Why would you make the matchups worse for yourself? Like, it doesn't make sense. You spam more skeletons, you spam ice spirits, you get back to your Inferno Dragons, you get back to your Inferno Towers, you log Goblin Drills, and you zap away Inferno Dragons and Inferno Towers. Like, this deck just makes sense. And then you cycle Firecrackers, and Firecracker works really, 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 really well because the Firecracker is able to counter all of the other cards in the game. No matter if they've got Bats, no matter if they've got Inferno Dragon, that just works super well. Also, I played horribly. I don't know why I cycled an Ice Spirit instead of an Inferno Tower. Actually, I know. Big brain thinking at 3:11 a.m. That's what we're talking about. I should have dropped the Inferno Tower a little bit higher. Probably would have melted the mini P.E.K.K.A., to be honest. Now we've identified we're going left-hand side. That's where the mortar is going to be hitting. So, pretty good for us. Does the mortar always hit left-hand side? I think it does. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe it just always hits left-hand side. I don't think it's RNG. I think it just always hits left. Well, at least we know that now, I think. If you guys can let me know, that would be kind of a big deal. This kind of sucks. He's going to get it. I can't stop him. We can an Ice Spirit, and then it'll reset. It should be able to freeze the mortar, too, so it stops him from getting the connection. Very cool. He loses everything, and then we're up enough Elixir to Inferno Tower here. Maybe I just Inferno Tower really high up. Honestly, I don't even think that's a bad decision. Pre-plant it. Let him know who's boss. We got this. Wait. It's kind of awkward. We'll zap. I mean, if he zaps at all, like, he takes it. Yeah, he takes it now. Kind of sucky, but it happens. The Electric Spirit might be the wave. I don't know. I don't know. I think if Electric Spirit actually puts in that work... Oh, he's BMing me. Not a nice guy. Hey, I mean, you did play better than me so far, so... We'll see if that trend continues. I hope not. I hope you lose. He's also running a pretty similar deck to us. Inferno Tower. Cool. Can log here. Maybe disrupt everything. Oh, he's going to zap. Yeah, that's pretty smart. This guy got it. Alright, our Inferno Tower does kill, so that's good. Alright, we can do this. We go for Evo Firecracker. Probably not our best gameplay. He's going to arrows. We do kill that, right? Especially if we zap. We take this one. Oh, he's going to freeze too. Dang. This guy's committed to the cause. He's really committed to the cause. A real warrior. Gonna zap as well? Okay, sure. That's fine. The mini P.E.K.K.A. just dies. He doesn't have zap in cycle. He's gonna arrows. He missed like one of the skellies, I think. He might have just lost. Interesting. I mean, I think we flexed the 20-win emote on this guy because he really thought he was going to win. It's interesting because, like, I don't think he should be thinking that he should be beating me. I don't know. That's a weird, it's a weird thing, my guy. Alright, we'll just zap here. We'll go for more drills. And we probably win with this mortar and then another drill. Firecracker doesn't matter. Inferno Dragon does. We can just drill here and reset his Inferno Tower on the drill. Pretty sure that's a big brain play. Actually, it doesn't matter. The drill should just do enough damage and I win. Yeah, what am I thinking? I'm like not thinking. To spam more drills at this point. It's like there's no way he's going to do enough damage. Oh, that just locks tower. GG. Alright, cool. So, pretty nice win. We're going to spam more 20 wins at this guy because when he got damage, he started spamming emotes at us. Just got to let him know that he should not be winning. We go next. Grand challenge after this for Ultimate Champion. I mean, I am Ultimate Champion right now. I don't know. I can't, like, reset and not be Ultimate Champion, you know? Oh, this is unfortunate. I mean, we'll see if it's left-hand side. We'll see if it's always left side. It might just always be left side. He zaps, so he takes it. He gets mortar here. Really bad start for us. So whoever gets the mortar first gets a pretty big advantage. That is the one thing that is unfortunate in this challenge. The person that gets the mortar will always have an advantage at the start. We have to dig our way back into the game. So this might be a loss if he's really, really good and he's better than me at Clash Royale, and then he's able to get that advantage. That's what we're talking about as like a bit of an advantage. If you guys do struggle and you lose based off that, then like that's understandable. That's the only time that I think it's unfair. And then, you know, we're down elixir. I'm kind of in a crappy spot, to be honest. I'm going to Inferno Tower because it will kill his Inferno Dragon and it will kill the mortar. If he freezes this, I'm so tilted. Fortunately, that doesn't happen. We do kill his Inferno Dragon here. We're in a much better spot. I didn't get much out of this Inferno Tower, though. Kind of sucks that it's just dead. Like, dead on arrival here. I'm going to Mega Knight, which is an interesting concept. I think Mega Knight is really awful in this challenge. They just died to all the Infernos pretty easily. Also, his Electro Dragon shouldn't really be impactful. Let's see. We will zap this. He also zaps it. I think he wins this interaction. He definitely drops, you know, the zap to the right point. Kind of unfortunate for us, but it happens. It's Clash Royale, you know. Can't always get good interactions going your way. We'll Ice Spirit. We'll pull everything back. Gonna be able to kill the Mega Knight and not take too much damage. This is the problem, though, for him. I do think that, like, once we've stabilized, we have a better deck, so we should win. We had a really bad and awful start, but, like, hey, I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I feel like we're back in business. Our Inferno Tower was faster than him, and we just zap on his Inferno Dragon, and we reset it, and he'll zap too, but he'll lose this interaction. And then he loses the Inferno Dragon because it... Oh, wait, it goes right. Dang! Okay. Okay, that sucks. That's really bad. We might lose. I thought it was always left because that's where the mortar went last time. Dang, I might lose. Oh, this is really bad. But now I'm faced with this decision. Do I go in the right-hand side or nah? I actually don't know. I'm going to try to be able to kill most of his stuff. I think I'm going right side. I think I have to. Really the only play that I have available here. We also are kind of in a scuffed spot where we can't eat damage from this Electro Dragon. Inferno Dragon might even kill me. Man, I might lose. I really don't want to lose this game. Inferno Dragon should die, though. Firecracker's trade. All right, we can get the Inferno Tower here. It should win us the interaction at the river for sure, guaranteed. Clash Wizard's an awful card. Just hilarious that you're playing that. Honestly, hilarious. Super awful decision. Like, that's just funny. All right, Mortar locks Tower, which is a big deal for us. We should be able to kill the rest of his stuff. We can maybe go for a drill here. Even in the worst possible situation, we're still coming back. So cool. Cycle the Inferno Tower. As I said before, precedence on always getting this middle river situation working for you. Zap. We'll try to win this. I think we win it. No, we don't. Barely an L there. That sucks. We'll log. Those firecrackers end up killing. Oh, no. Tragic. I think I lost. Really close game. Because we had a stupid idea of going on the other side. Only reason it's close. All right, we're going to go for a zap, and then I don't think we take, but maybe, oh, we do. Huge value. All right, yeah, if we take that, we might win the game off that, honestly. Very big difference. Having it and not having it is like a world of a difference. You win or lose games off of having a mortar. I actually switched sides. I had a bad start, and we still win. Imagine having a bad start and still winning. That's crazy. I mean, I didn't win yet, but okay, will. I get this. Good zap. Oh, he zaps as well. I don't know. Oh no, man. I got it. I win. I win. I win. Let's go. We had zap and then log. We won anyway. We had him at 79 HP. We didn't need the mortar shot. Wow. Let's be real for a sec, guys. I played poorly. I had a bad start with my bad hand, and we still got handed the win. It didn't even matter that the guy had his like double Electros. The Electros are just so goofy. They're such goofy cards. But yeah, you guys are saying like, so just look at this again. Start was awful. Literally worst start possible. Like, look at our hand. No Inferno, and he's able to Inferno immediately. That's super triggering. So if they Inferno immediately and we Inferno after cycling a card, and we drill on the other side. Yeah, so it's the drill, it's not always on the right, it's not always on the left. It's mixed. So that's an interaction that I didn't know. You have to figure out where it is. And then we had all of our damage to the left-hand side because that's where our mortar was shooting. And then the mortar was actually going to target the right side all along. So we wasted a lot of time there. It happens. We'll jump to the next one. Let's keep grinding. We are 2 wins away from getting the challenge. We should be able to get it real quick, real quick. You can use the side when it tilts to the spawns. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, you're right. That's a really good tip. So it's going to go left side, right? It's spawning left side. It's spawning left side. It's tilted there. Wait, we should have logged that. What am I doing? I'm goof. I'm a goof. I'm a goofball, guys. I'm a real goofball. That was so bad. But yeah, you said that you look at where it's tilting when it spawns. It was tilting towards the left. So do we get a mortar on the left? It should go on the left because that's where it was tilted towards. If that tip works out, I'll be very, very happy. So thank you for that, first off. Secondly, I hope that we win this interaction. It should go left. It should go left. It should go left, right? To the left, to the left. All right, this log is beautiful. Imagine dropping a Goblin Gang, watching it getting shredded, and then only having Dark Goblin, and it probably gets out damaged by this Inferno Tower. There's no way a Dark Goblin out damages this. No shot, man. If only the Inferno Tower could reach the Dark Goblin too. Yeah, you're right. It actually did tilt towards the left, and we identified that it did go towards the left-hand tower. That is why we love streaming these challenges, because now we can look at like tips from you guys and then tell everyone else that. So huge thank you for that, man. I'm going to zap here. I just want to kill the goblins and not take any extra. We're going to Inferno Dragon because it will come down faster than Inferno Tower. We didn't have enough elixir. He'll go Goblin Gang and we'll just log it. Right? Or does he know? Oh, he's going to Inferno Tower. Even better. So the Inferno Tower should die to this Inferno Dragon, I think. Maybe, maybe not. I guess we'll see. Oh, that was a good Ice Spear. I guess we don't get it. Maybe it decomposes because if we log it, it just dies, right? We could also go Inferno Tower early and then drill and then zap on top of the Inferno Tower so then it resets onto the drill. But we could just log and kill it, right? It just dies. Yeah, he's just dead. You're right. You guys are right. Such a good strat. Like, Dark Goblin doesn't matter again. I think Evil Firecracker doesn't really matter. It's just the double Infernos. The double Infernos and keeping them alive with zap is super crucial. I think the deck could be improved with a Electro Spirit in a situation where your opponent's dropping Infernos and Electro Spirit somehow chains on. But I think for a pragmatic position, if you're playing against someone that has any beatdown deck or just really awful decks in this challenge, you probably want to have Ice Spirit for defense, so then you're a little bit more safe. Like if you guys match into some like garbage Electro Giant deck, like which we played against earlier, then you probably will want to have some type of defense so you don't die. The Ice Spirit gives you that reliability on defense, so you win. Oh, by the way, watch this interaction with the log. This is why we like it. It kills the drill. This is the interaction I was talking about before. When the goblins die from the drill, everything dies. So if you kill the goblin drill with the log, the goblins will also get slaughtered by the log. The goblins that would spawn out will die. It's basically like a spawner. Log is really, really good in those situations. He doesn't even drop anything. He's over. GG. Audio is fine. I'm sorry about the audio, guys. We just turned the audio off for a second. Super Mario? Yo, guys, I went to the arcade today. And one sec. I actually met one of you guys. One of you guys that was watching my shorts or followed us and actually came up to me, and that made me really happy. So huge shout out to the guy that came up to me today. You're the homie. And we also won a couple prizes. So I got a boo. I also got I don't even know what this is. I forgot what it's called, but it's iconic in Mario. I genuinely don't remember. And then we have this samurai dog. I got these from the claw machine. I also spent like $30 or $40 trying to get the Chainsaw Man claw machine, and I wasn't able to get it. I genuinely think that claw machines are absolutely rigged because there were situations where I had it in the claw and it just like falls out right before. And I was like, there's no way. Like right before, inches away. And I was like, all right, just one more. And you realize that you spent like $40, $50 and didn't get the stuffed animal. And you're like, my life is in shambles. That was one of the worst financial decisions I've ever done in my life. But it is what it is. Anyway, we're going to get the last win right now. Oh no. Tragic. Tragedy has befallen upon us. Can I get the zap down in time? I believe that we don't. We're so screwed. There's no way. We got it? That's a joke. There's no way. How did we speedrun 3,000 damage when he was just trying to get 300? The world may never know. But I'm not going to question it. I think all the bad luck that we had from the claw machine just came back and it gave us good luck in this game. You know, there is karma. It went full circle. There is no way. Dude, I actually don't understand how that happened. I think I have some of the best luck in the business. That's all I'm going to say. We can zap to reset the Inferno Dragon, which is genuinely like a stupid decision because you want to save your zap so you can control the next mortar. But I did that just for the memes. I feel like our luck will still end up finding a good situation for us anyway. When it starts wiggling in the middle, when it starts lighting up, we go for the Inferno Dragon, and then we Inferno Tower. No, we're going to lose this one. If you guys are unaware, Inferno Dragon does get out-damaged by the Inferno Tower. It's just a necessity of life. The dragon can't out-damage the tower. Even if you start your Inferno Dragon slightly earlier, sometimes you'll still lose it, and you're just like, what? I got scammed. Skazommed. What about Mighty Miner in the challenge? Awful. Actually awful. Don't play it. It just dies to the Inferno Dragon. It dies to Inferno Tower, and you aren't going to get a good interaction because it can also get logged and pushed back by stuff. So, I mean, it's nicer to just force out the zap that is a much better currency, right? Like the zap is something that is way more reliable. The zap can kill the Inferno Tower, which is the best, right? It can nullify the Inferno Tower. So having the Inferno Dragon that forces out the zap is nice. If you have a Mighty Miner and you have the Inferno Tower, guess what? They just log on top of your Mighty Miner and then they zap on top of the Inferno Tower. So you want to bait out both responses, or you want to bait out their one response that actually matters, if that makes sense. Okay, we're not winning this one. Oh, we do. I don't even understand how that happened, but we'll take it. His Minipack is going to die too, so he's in a horrible position. Wow, wait, what if we go drill and firecracker and stun on him and say that we don't even care about the middle anymore? Just want to take your tower. We're doing the illegal plays at this point. We're winning too hard that we have to assert our dominance. We're going to go Skeletons. We'll Inferno Dragon. It's so funny that I never got the Royal API deck again. Like, if there was one game I wanted to win, it was that one. That was the only one I really wanted to win. All the other games I didn't care about that much. The one that, like, showing the highest rated deck from Royal API and stomping that, I just thought I had it in the bag, so I didn't really try that hard. I feel so foolish. That was the one game that I wanted to win out of all of them. But trust me, my deck is better, even though we lost, because I'm a fool. Anyway, we're going to go in for Skellies here. We do win this interaction, and then the Goblins all kind of tower, and that's it. GG. No, really easy stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this challenge. If you did, drop a like on the video. It supports me, and it goes a long way. I literally stayed up until 3:30 a.m. for you guys to put out the best deck for the challenge as early as I possibly could. So I do this every single time that there's a challenge. If you guys do want to be subscribed to the channel, you'll stay tuned for more challenges in the future. And guys, guess what? You'll be able to unlock things quicker by using my decks. It's just the way of life. That is how it should be. Also, I think we get more star points for rare cards. I think it's slightly more. So just experimenting for science. Yeah, so 100, right? If you get the Knight, the commons, it actually gives you more if you buy the rares. So buy the rares first. The rares give you the most. And then I think the epics give you just the same as the commons. It should be 100. Yeah, so always buy the rares first if you're trying to max out for elite wildcards. That's another pro tip or trick. But yeah, guys, I just hope everyone here is having a phenomenal day. No matter when you're watching or where you're watching, have an amazing one. Thanks for being here. I'll see you guys later, and peace out. Let me know down below in the comment section if you guys have any suggestions to make these streams better in the future, or how you did in the challenge. I'm really just love hearing how you guys do, because it makes me happy when you guys are like, hey, I won the deck with the, or I won the challenge with the deck. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.